What's up, everybody? Back with another video. This time I'm gonna hit you all up with my $100 collection. This is the average fragrance guy channel for the average guy, so that's my top off for this channel. I have some that cost more than $100, but like I said, I'm gonna stay true to the name of the average fragrance guy, and I'm gonna hit y'all with some average fragrances that are topped off at $100. A couple of these cost, give or take, a few dollars more or less, but basically after tax, $100 on these fragrances. The first one, Jean Paul Gaultier. Some places you can find it $120. Some places you can find it $99. And it is a pear type fragrance, sweet pear opening. Well, it stays pear smelling throughout the fragrance. Throughout the life of the fragrance, you get that sweet pear. It's a one of a kind. Many have tried to duplicate it, imitate it, but can't be done. 9 p.m., as I mentioned a couple of times, came close. Almost, but not this one. It is the Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. When you see this bottle, you know you got it. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Beautiful, sweet, date night club fragrance, known as a club banger. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Spice Bomb, the regular Spice Bomb, believe it or not, still sitting at $99 in some places. Sometimes you can find it in the $80 price range, but for the most part, it sells so much. It's such a classic. It's loved by the fragrance community. Everybody who smells this compliments you. You can't go wrong with the original Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb. Cinnamon, sweet winter fragrance. The one that started it all. Viktor and Rolf, the original Spice Bomb. I don't think I have to say too much about this. If you're in the fragrance community, you already live and die by this one. If you're somebody who doesn't know much and you want to spend $100 or a little bit less on a great smelling cologne that will last you a long time, you go 2 sprays on this one, it'll last you 8 hours. And you want to get the most out of your $100, go with the Spice Bomb, the original from Viktor and Rolf. Since we're on Spice Bomb, let's go to what I consider the best smelling Spice Bomb fragrance. It's the Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme. The best in the house. Trust me. Spice Bomb Extreme is sweeter, but has a more thick, richer smell than the original Spice Bomb. Also has that cinnamon, but it's something else in it. It's a twist that they put in this one to differ it from the original Spice Bomb. If you got the regular Spice Bomb and you get this one, it won't be redundant. You'll have 2 different scents, trust me. People can decipher whether you have the regular Spice Bomb or the Extreme. This one is a staple in the fragrance community as to being a winter fragrance, the banger of the winter fragrance. Date night, for sure. Now, just like the regular Spice Bomb, you go light on the sprays with this one. 2 sprays. 1, 2, especially if it's on your clothes, lasts all day. You have to wash your clothes to get it off. I went 6 sprays on this one time. 6 sprays. And when I got off work after 12 hours, a 12-hour shift, I went to the store, still got compliments on it. People were smelling it 3 to 4 feet away from me. Spice Bomb Extreme from Viktor and Rolf. Top dog in the Spice Bomb line. Yves Saint Laurent, La Extreme, La Intense, I'm sorry. Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit Home, La Intense. Got that iris smell, sweet, powdery, dries down pretty much the same as the opening. Beautiful scent. Lasts about 6 good hours with 2 to 4 sprays. If you want longevity as far as 8 hours or beyond, go 6 to 8 sprays on this one. This is a beautiful scent. Suit and tie type of fragrance. I wouldn't put this on t-shirt, jeans. It just wouldn't line up with your attire if you wear t-shirt and jeans with this one. This is a special occasion fragrance. The YSL La Intense. Beautiful fragrance. Sitting right at $100 right now. Well worth it. I've had this thing over a year. And I don't know if y'all can see the level of the juice in here, but it's still a lot. Doesn't take much of this. YSL has a reputation of not lasting that long, but this one is probably one of the longer lasting fragrances in their lineup. This is the La Nuit Home La Intense from YSL. Beautiful fragrance, nice iris, a mellow iris. A lot of guys find out what iris is and they don't want to take the chance to wear this. I wear this, get a lot of compliments from women. It's masculine. At the same time, it still has that iris smell. I've already explained what iris is. It's the makeup-y lipstick smell, but you get hip to that, you fall in love with it. Took me a while to get used to that lipstick iris smell, but it's all different tones and levels in different fragrances. This one has a more mild, mellow, tolerable iris. Let's go to Armani. This is the Armani Code Gold. Armani Code Absolute Gold. I've seen it for $79 for about a week during the holiday season, and I didn't jump on it to get an extra bottle. This one is about half full. I hit this one up quite a bit. This is a good special occasion fragrance, but for some reason, when I want to go out and about, I spray it on if it's cold, and it's beautiful. Nothing but compliments with this one. Has that Armani sweetness to it, the Absolute line, but it's more sophisticated. It's more grown-up smelling than most of the sweeter Armani Code Absolutes. Man, you smell this one, you're gonna buy it. If this was $200, I would have bought it. This was sitting right at $100. When I bought it, it was $125. It was new. That's what I really don't like about these companies. They bring something out, it gets pumped up. They don't discount it very much. They keep it at the 100+ mark. Armani Code have dropped theirs. You probably can see this one for $80, sometimes $99. But basically it's a $100 fragrance and it smells like a $200 fragrance. It's a beautiful scent, beautiful, sweet, powdery, mature, grown-up smelling Armani fragrance. Armani Code Absolute Gold. Polo Supreme Leather, sitting right at $100 right now, maybe $100. The last time I saw it was $112 on Fragrance X. Beautiful leather scent. This is a sweeter leather. I showed the Vince Komodo cologne in the black with the black leather around the bottle. That was a true heavy hitting leather scent. This one is more toned down. It's a sweet leathery fragrance. Beautiful, sweet leather fragrance. This is another dress up. I would dress up with this one because if you just t-shirt and jeans and you put this on, it's not gonna line up with your attire. This one is a dress up fragrance. You can go in the warm season or the cold season. So you just have to pretty much limit your sprays in the cold season because something this thick and rich will not fit in the summer. I'm sorry. It would not fit in the summertime. The heat hits it and it amplifies those notes, and it might choke people out if you're in a closed environment. But as far as cold season, I would say fall and winter, you can do this one. You can go 6 to 8 sprays. People are gonna love this one. Has that Polo DNA, even though it's a Supreme line and it's a leather fragrance, you can still tell that they do it differently from everybody else. This is a toned down, sweet leather. And this one sells out a lot. It also has have the cashmere and the Supreme Oud, but this one is the best to me. The cashmere is sold out right now, so I've smelled that one once. I didn't grab it. I picked this one over that one. I don't regret it. So when the cashmere comes back to availability, I'm gonna get that one too. Now, the last fragrance I have, and just topped off at the $100 mark. This one now you can find for about 80 bucks. It's the Polo Intense. Polo Intense Cologne. You look at this green bottle, it reminds you of the old school Polo OG with the gold top. This one is more toned down, less of the pine cone smell, and you get more sweetness. It's a more modern day, update type of fragrance to the Polo green, more tolerable on the pine. Has a hint of it in there, sweet, aromatic, freshy type fragrance. Nice, beautiful scent. It's a green scent. If you're into green fragrances, you'll love this one. To me, this is the best green that I have. I only have about 4 or 5 bottles of green fragrances from different houses. This is the best to me. I can put this on and tolerate it. Thing about this one, you can wear it any season. You can wear it in the warm season or the cold season. It's beautiful and it smells great and it's different. This is not really new. It's about a year old, but a lot of people still haven't jumped on this one. I'm glad I did. I have a nice big bottle. I use it quite often, but you can see it's still a lot of juice left in it. Lets you know it doesn't take many sprays if you're out and about on a regular day. If you're in extreme cold, you can go 8 sprays on this one and it'll push through that cold weather and people will smell it. That's my $100 collection. Most of the other fragrances that I have that fall in that $100 range are 100 plus, up to 150, 180, 190 dollars, like that, pushing 200. So I just left it at these, topped off at 100. I have a grudge against companies like Chanel, Creed, those companies. I noticed when I bought those back in the days before I started looking at reviews on YouTube about fragrances, some of these things were just coming out. Some of these things wasn't really known to the public. Chanel is one of them. They never discount their fragrances. Never. As long as Blue Day Chanel been out, as long as the Allure Extreme, Sport Extreme has been out, as long as the Allure Sport has been out, they actually boost the prices once people start reviewing them and people start buying them. They boost their prices up. I hate those kind of companies. Places like Armaf, Afnan, Latafa, I shop them now because they have not went up on their prices, even though they sell millions of bottles of fragrances, especially Armaf. They sit right at the same mark as when they first get released. Now they have 3 new releases out. I'm gonna see how long those stay up in the $99 range. One of them is a clone of Bleu de Chanel. One of them is a clone from Rock Rouge 540, and I forget what the other one was. But I wouldn't pay $99 for an Armaf fragrance when you can go get so many other Armaf fragrances for the $30 to $40 range. Some of them are even in the 20s. Like I said, I don't do Chanel. I don't do Creed. It's ridiculous, those prices. And like I said, I paid attention. The times that I bought them, they were at the peak of their sales. They never went down from that point. The peak of their price range has stayed there and sometimes boosted once people start buying it. So don't look at these videos, listen to these reviews, People tell you how great this is, and they tell you it's the number one this, number one that. Don't believe that. Go out there, test some of those $40 to $50 fragrances, put them on a strip, test it, and walk around before you buy it and see if it still lasts. Grab it. It's just as good. You're paying for the Chanel name, you're paying for the Creed name, and YSL pushing it too. They discount their fragrances, but not by much, just for a few dollars. So I'm thinking about not dealing with them anymore because the Dior Home, Dior and all Extreme and all that shit, man, it's just way too ridiculous, man. It's way too ridiculous, and it's not long lasting, and the longevity sucks on those Dior Homes. Now, this one has the best longevity out of all the fragrances I've smelled from YSL. I don't do the YSL Y because those come out. The one with the Y on the bottle, the YSL Y, Yves Saint Laurent Y, is ridiculous. They have a new eau de parfum out now. It's $130 for a 100 ml bottle. That's stupid to me. And yeah, I was stupid for a long time because I got a shelf full of 100 plus fragrances, $200, $300, and I'll never show them on here because I don't want to represent them. So with that being said, I'm going to come back the next time and do some blue fragrances that are in the $100 range. Peace.